There are multiple ways in order for you to find your roots. One of those ways is by factoring. With this style of factoring, we're going to factor by AC. Might be a little confusing because you might not know what AC actually stands for. So every quadratic is in the form, sorry, I should make this so this is only to quadratics. But anyway, so every quadratic is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Notice I have an a and I have a c. So this really works well when you're using quadratics. You could also factor out using your GCF, which is kind of what we're doing here a little bit. So for instance, if I were to have x squared plus 6x minus 16. All right, so looking at this, my a value is 1 and my c value is 16. Do not worry about the negative, okay? So we need to see what our a times c actually is. So in this case, this is 1 times 16. This equals 16. So step 1, you need to list all factors of AC. Okay, so if I'm listing the factors of 16, I've got 1, 2, 4. I list 4 twice, and you'll see in a little bit why. 8 and 16. The reason why is because I'm going to group them together. So 4 times 4 gives me that 16. So that's why I list the 4 twice. Otherwise, it doesn't have something to pair up with. 2 times 8 gives me 16, and 1 times 16. So now what we do is find the set, or pair, let's go with pair, that when added or subtracted equals the bx. So right now, our bx is that plus 6. So we need to figure out which factor pair gives us that 6x. So 4 plus 4 would give me 8. 4 minus 4 would give me 0. 2 plus 8 gives me 10, but 8 minus 2 would give me that 6x. So we go 8x minus 2x. So our step 3 is to break down bx based on step 2. Not step 3 again, silly crazy lady. Step 4 is to then group factor. All right, so we're going to do step 3 and 4 together here. We're finally going back over to this side. So we're breaking down that bx. So we're going to have x squared plus 8x minus 2x minus 16. So then our fourth step we said was to group factor. So what that means is I'm going to find the GCF of the first 2 terms, then find the GCF of the second 2 terms. So between x squared and 8x, they don't have a number in common. However, they do have a variable in common, which is x. X squared divided by x gives me x. 8x divided by x gives me plus 8. So now I need to group factor the second part. So what number do they have in common? They both have a negative 2. They don't have any x's in common. So now, negative 2x divided by negative 2 gives me a positive x. Negative 16 divided by negative 2 gives me a positive 8. Notice, both of the parentheses are the same. If they are not, you have done something wrong. Okay, so these must be the same. Our last step, step 5, is to rewrite like this. And how we rewrite that. So notice that the parentheses are the same, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and list that as x plus 8. The next one, the next parenthesis, is your outside part, so that x minus 2. This right now has given me my factorization. So if I wanted to find the roots, I would set that equal to 0. So if looking for roots, what we do is do x plus 8 equals 0, x minus 2 equals 0, and solve for that. So x would be negative 8 here, or it would be a positive 2 here. Okay, so that's if you're looking for roots. If you're just looking for the factorization, it'd just be that x plus 8 and x minus 2. I am going to go through one of these. I'm going to go through it a little bit faster because I'm not going to go through step by step all of that information. All right, so on this one, I'm going to make it a little bit different that I have a 24 in front. So I've got 24x squared minus 10x plus 1. Notice I was still considerate on the AC. So I've got 24 times 1. So I'm listing the factors of 24. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. 4 and 6 go together, 3 and 8, 2 and 12, 1 and 24. So looking at this, I always start in the middle, just an FYI. So I'm going to go with the 4 and 6. So negative 4x minus 6x would give me that negative 10x. So step 3, I'm rewriting this. So I've got 24x squared minus 4x minus 6x plus 1. I'm going to go ahead and group 24 and negative 4, they both have in common that 4. They also have an x in common. 24 divided by 4 gives me 6. The x squared divided by x gives me a regular x. Notice I've got the 4x already, but it's negative, so minus 1. Looking at the second part, here's the trick. So remember that they're supposed to be the same. This is a positive 6x here. So I already have a negative 6x in the green there. So I need to do a minus 1 here. And that's because I want these parentheses to be the same. So I know that it should be a positive 6x minus 1. So a lot of people will get tripped up by that. So now I'm going to rewrite this, 4x minus 1 and 6x minus 1. If I'm looking for the roots, I've got 4x minus 1 equals 0, 6x minus 1 equals 0. I'm going to go ahead and solve for x. X equals 1/4 on the one side. And on the other side, x equals 1/6. I know I rushed through that one a little bit faster. That's because I didn't necessarily, I went through the slower process and explained what I was doing. So that's why I went through this one a little bit faster.